Intimacy in marriage is something I believe is of utmost importance. And that is what we are going to be talking about today as we welcome you to this wonderful episode of Happy Home Half Hour. Well, I don't want to preempt anything that my guests will be saying about intimacy, but with the little experience I have, I know it's something you can't just joke with. Happy Home Half Hour is a family counseling and educative program. And for those of you who already know what we are about on this program, I'm sure you understand that this is the best time that you can enjoy on this channel. Let me quickly also let you know that Happy Home Half Hour is meant to support every effort to build up Nigeria as a happy and stable nation. And that means we need your own personal contribution. We need for your home to be very stable, to be very happy, and that is what we are about on this program. And we'll be taking a break before I unveil to you our guests on this program. My name is Femi Fafiebe. You're welcome. You're welcome back. The program is Happy Home Half Hour, and our guests are ready to tackle questions again today. First of all, I welcome Lawrence Kaude Ayodele. Daddy, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And then our mommy is also here, Eunice Oluwaseun Ayodele. Madam, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, today we are talking intimacy. Like I told you, it is a very, very sensitive issue in marriage. And so the first question goes to you, Daddy. What does the word intimacy connote in marriage?
When we are talking of intimacy in marriage, it means a sort of airtight relationship between the husband and wife that does not allow anything or anybody to penetrate into the midst of the two of them such that it will affect their love. So it is a relationship where husband and wife are so close together in their relationship, in day-to-day activities, without breaking off for a second. That is what we call intimacy in marriage.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Mommy, I'm coming to you. Is intimacy limited to sexual intimacy alone, or does it expand beyond sexual activities?
When we talk of intimacy, it's cut across all the activities that the husband and wife
engaging in the family. Okay.
We talk of their social life, their physical life, even their religious life. Whatever they need to do, it's the symbol of intimacy must be reflected, even in their speech. When we are talking of intimacy, it goes beyond wearing uniform. It goes beyond having the same idea on issues. It is what the two of them will decide to do without pressure, without being pushed. Naturally, they are together, doing things together in love. It is not a matter of a party is forcing it upon the other. Intimacy is their closeness, joining together to do everything they have to do in their life. And this should be without inhibition, without any mind of and push to do it. Naturally, it will come as the being in them when they are together in speech. When you see A and you ask a question, the moment you see B, the same answer will be given, because that is the core of their family. They have the same focus, they have the same target, they have the same goal, they have the same mind. They are thinking, their horizon is almost at par when it comes to intimacy. Not minding educationally one may be higher than the other. Socially is not a matter of one is outgoing and the other is. When it comes to intimacy, they level up, and the action that comes from their interaction we show even to their children, to the outsider, where they are working, where they need to go or meet people. People will see that they are really one.
Okay, now, I'm coming back to you, sir. What are the effects of intimacy on the couple and the children?
Well, the effect of intimacy on the couples and children is this. When there is intimacy in marriage, it makes the husband and wife to really work together in love. It creates a sort of environment, loving environment in a home where the two of them can talk together, plan together, move together, reason together, and it makes them to enjoy their relationship, every bit of their relationship. There will be no boring period. None of them will regret ever entering into the marriage, and it helps them to really move ahead in love. And once this thing happens, it affects the children, because what happens in the life of husband and wife will spill over the children. So when the husband and wife, when they are happily married, they enjoy their marriage, they love each other, they stay together without allowing anybody to penetrate on their means, it will help the children to enjoy the benefit of a happy home. And not only that, when there is close intimacy in the marriage, the husband and wife can settle down, and they will not import everything into their marriage or anything into their marriage, and that will make them to really have the mind of their own. And there will be nothing like importation or external materials coming to the family, so that they can really work on themselves. If they have problem, they work on themselves, they come out of the problem stronger, and they might be strong and strong every day.
Okay, Mommy, can you tell our viewers those things that make for or strengthen intimacy in a marriage relationship?
Those things that can strengthen their intimacy as husband and wife. Number one, communication. Communication is a very important weapon that they can use to be closer together in anything they do. Number one, when we talk of communication, it's not a matter of good morning, good afternoon, welcome, goodbye, bye. They sit down to tell themselves things that are expected of each other. They open up their mind. I would like this to happen in this family. I love you to do this. I expect this from you. This is how far I want to go. This is the limit of things. They set out rules and regulations. And by the time they follow in, there won't be cause for them to stand apart. When we talk of intimacy, it is a matter of those things that can strengthen intimacy. Is a matter of agreeing together. How do we go about it? When we talk of having sex together, the two of them must see it as part of food of love. What will make their love to grow, not a duty, not of a compulsion, not of I must do it, or burden, or being, no, I just have to do it, either it is convenient or not. No, the two of them must see it as the food to give to their love, to strengthen it, to make it to grow, and it comes to intimacy. Even you can see husband and wife, some don't even mind the preamble that leads to sex. Is just jump in and jump out. This is just as if that person is having a relationship with a prostitute outside. But if the two of them can know how to move, how to go, what are the things that the wife is expecting from this action, what are the things that the husband is expecting, definitely they'll be able to be knitted together properly. Husband may even tell the wife, by the time they want to have sex with their wife, they can close their nose because of what? Maybe the natural odor that is coming from the woman is offensive to them. There is no way they can be knitted together. But once the two of them know, no, this is a natural odor, the natural gift of God, the natural thing that God has designed as perfume that we give them the aroma that is necessary. There will be that intimacy. When it comes to kissing of themselves, they don't see, no, I've not brushed, I've not this and that. No. All those things, you don't need to go to bedroom, and once you are neat, The bottom line is neatness. Okay. It's now because you now want to see yourself, you now command your wife to go and bathe before I see you. You two, you are coming from outside to and bathe. That there's no love there. Once there's love there, the two of them will behave as one. What is good for you is good for me.
And accept
Once
each other.
You can stand there with the perfume of your body. It goes well. Natural with me. I once have a friend that said, no, I have a natural body odor, but do you know the important thing that my husband never complained of my natural body odor? I said, it means
that is love.
Your own husband. So let's go beyond putting on uniform. Let's go beyond, this is my husband for social attention of others. Let there be that closeness that nothing can penetrate.
Wow, that's nice. I believe that is one of the reasons why some people begin to say that couples get to resemble each other after some time in marriage when their level of intimacy is very high. And I believe there must be some areas that you resemble each other too. I'm still trying to watch out for that. Well, viewer, we're still on Happy Home Half Hour, and our guests are still very much here. Right now, we want to take a break within a short period before we come back to continue with this edition of Happy Home Half Hour, in which we're looking at the topic, intimacy in marriage. Please stay on with us. Dear viewer, you're welcome back. The program is still Happy Home Half Hour. Our guests are still very much in the studio with us. And my question will go to Daddy this time around. Sir, when it comes to issues like intimacy in marriage, as we're discussing here today, we discover that it's not something that can easily be sustained. So what are those things that you think can kill intimacy in marriage?
Well, I think if we cast our mind back to the beginning of beginning, that is the first couple in the world, there's something that broke them easily. And what is that? When they cease to stay together, enemies came in and destroyed their marriage. So what I can say therefore is this: if any couple, I mean husband and wife, do not have time for themselves, they are too busy from Monday to Saturday, no time, even Sunday, they also show things, also gathering to attend, they don't have time to discuss issues, then that kills intimacy fast. Because intimacy thrives on staying together, loving relationship, loving interaction. So when there's no time for couples to discuss issues, to interact together, the intimacy will be affected. Then another thing that affects intimacy is lack of forgiving spirit. Somebody, maybe the husband offends the wife or vice versa, and perhaps that one is affected, his emotion is affected, it's down, and because of that, he now owes on to him or herself without forgiving the other party. Definitely that will affect their intimacy, because they cannot discuss together under that environment when they are still having malice or grudge against each other. And not only that, when there is a third party in a marriage, when I say third party, it could be the children, it could be the television, it could be maybe friend, it could be the father or the mother, any other thing, or anybody. When husband and wife allows anybody, a third party, to come into their marriage, then though at the beginning they may not see the effect, but little by little they will be breaking up little by before it becomes so wide for them not to understand each other again. Then the intimacy is gone. So there are so many other things that can affect it. If the husband and wife is not having a sort of free mind, when I say free mind, you don't need to begin to insinuate each other. You need to think that somebody is maybe having something that is hiding from you. Let us be on a plain ground. Do not have any double mind, any bias mind towards each other.
Spouse.
Once somebody is plain to each other, then even when there's any maybe rumor or anything that you observe, you can always close gap, discuss issues, resolve issues, and move ahead in intimacy. Thank you.
Now, Mommy, in your own view, is perfect intimacy, possible or feasible in a regular marriage?
I will say that perfect intimacy is a standard or a target which may not be easily attainable, but couple must strive as much as it lies within their strength or power to get there. It's a day-to-day striving, month by month, year by year, and as they are looking at their relationship, they must be seeing the difference, the movement that they are moving,
the progress they are recording
towards attaining that perfect intimacy. It's notwithstanding, the yardstick is that once there is an issue to trash out, you don't delay, you communicate effectively, you move ahead, you settle issues amicably, you move ahead. Intimacy is the target, not at the lower level. So it is not a day assignment that can be achieved just on a platter of good.
But people can get to a very high level
moving
of it's like a ladder.
Every day.
Okay, there's this question I need to ask before we go. Does intimacy in marriage presuppose that there will be no disagreements in that marriage?
Intimacy is not a yardstick for us to measure that couples are not having disagreements.
Or to suppose that they're not having?
Having disagreements does not remove intimacy. Intimacy does not remove disagreement.
Okay.
But through intimacy, disagreement can be solved easily.
Even we can say that, when we are talking of intimacy, when you close together the gap, you have issues to resolve. I can say that intimacy generates disagreement. And how? When we work together, okay, darling, this is what I observe. Intimacy dictates that we close together, we discuss this.
Yeah.
Then when I say my mind, she may have her own mind. Then she
different
will talk.
from your own.
Yes, she will talk. Then we now say, oh, this is my grant, this is your grant. Disagreement. But intimacy will now solve that disagreement. That is when we stay together, we discuss this, then we finalize, okay, this is where we are.
Somebody can now reason with it. One of the parties can reason with
just
the other.
conceive for ourselves.
Yeah.
Then we move ahead. That means that the two of them balance each other.
Well, you've heard a lot again today about intimacy in marriage. I know you must have one or two issues to still raise about this particular topic, intimacy in marriage. Well, on behalf of everyone here, particularly my guests, Lawrence Kaode Ayodele and Eunice Oluwaseun Ayodele, thank you very much, sir and ma. And every other person who has contributed in one way or the other to the successful transmission of this edition of the program. I am Femi Fafiebi, thanking you for being there and asking you to remember that happy homes make a peaceful and stable nation. Make sure your home is peaceful and happy and stable. Bye-bye. See you next week.